Esta vez sentía que era eterno. Tus besos fríos como el invierno. Lo sé, pero tal vez estás con otro que no te quieres. Pero yo te quisiera más que 1000 mujeres. Tiene que doler para sanar y cerrar esta herida. Y se siente vivir cuando no estás. Pero así es la vida, baby. Tiene que doler para sanar y cerrar esta herida. Y se siente vivir cuando no estás. Que vivir no se olvida. Oh yeah, ¿qué tal si algún día nos vemos? Y me acuerdo de esos instantes. Si dejáramos el pasado y esos besos, pero los dos nos amaríamos como antes.
I'm here. This is the room. Oh, this place is gorgeous. Just some basics, you know, a desk, chair, some coffee, tea, water. It's like some candy, tissue. There's a fan in here. Closet, some glassware. Definitely gonna be putting my stuff in there. And then look at this bathroom. I am in love. Look at this shower. Okay, so first whoa, look at that glass shower. I come in now. I have my own little outdoor space. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Lock that up. Got some toiletries. And then the sink. Some more toiletries. And toilet towels. And there's also a full length mirror. So yep, airport outfit, comfy, cozy. So I'm like officially in Mexico City, and I'm so excited, and I love this room, and I love the neighborhood already. I went and I grabbed, oh my goodness, my face is so greasy. I went and grabbed a Telcel SIM card so that I can have access to my phone and data and all of that. So guys, I am going to shower. I need to just, I've had no sleep, but I'm not going to sleep now because when I was walking to the second UXO, because the first one that's closest to me, which is literally just across the street, they didn't have any Telcel cards. So I went to another one. So the one close to me is like 2-minute walk, the other one's 7-minute walk, but they're both very close, no big deal. But when I was on my way back from the second one, I saw they had a taco place like just over there. So I need to take a shower, change my clothes, unpack. There's still plenty of daylight. It's only 3:30. So I'm back in my room. Something, I don't know, transition from day to night. If that's what I could call it. Yeah. I laid out my stuff. Same thing in the shower. Okay, so I hit a bit of a snag. Where is it? So I got a, let me make sure I'm not giving away any important info. I got a Telcel SIM card. The idea was to put it into my phone so that I can have data. This gives me 3 gigs of data. It works from, it gives you unlimited calling and text throughout Mexico, and from Mexico to Canada and the US, plus unlimited like data or social media. They don't count your social media data as a part of your 3 gigs. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, I don't have the little pin to take the SIM card tray out. So now I can't get the SIM into my phone. So as soon as I leave the hotel, I don't have any Wi-Fi, which is sucky because like, okay, I just finished at the taco place. Really nice, really chill, sat out on like the patio area. Then I went and got gelato for dessert, and then I just sat in this little park, a little parkette. They have a fountain, and it was really nice. Like, do you hear that? Hold on. Oh, for fear of letting the mosquitoes in, but do you hear that glorious, wonderful, like, just nature sounds? You can hear the city sounds too, but I love that too. Yeah, like, I'm so off with this trip. I forgot like little details that I always remember, but yeah, I'm just winging it. But I also passed by where I want to have breakfast tomorrow. It's a big place. I didn't realize it was that big. Madre Cafe. Yeah. I am determined to get this SIM card into this phone. 7:35 p.m. here. It's 8:35 in Toronto. Plan. Anyways, guys, I would tell you what I'm doing tomorrow, but I really don't 100% know. However, Sundays, the Mexican government locks down this major road for cyclists, pedestrians, rollerbladers, roller skaters, like whoever, to just stay active. It's their way of getting their citizens to stay active. Happens every Sunday, and I would like to take part, so I want to do the research and find, because I know there's a free spot where you can get bikes, but if I can't get a free bike, I don't mind paying for a bike so I could experience it. And then yeah, the rest of the day was just going to be probably exploring and things like that, maybe going to Coyoacan. I'm not sure. I don't feel comfortable roaming around until I have this SIM card in my phone so that I can, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end today here because I literally have not slept since Thursday night. It is Saturday evening. I'm surprised I don't look more tired. Good morning. I actually slept very well last night. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen because typically when I'm in like a new place, the first night that I'm there, typically don't sleep very well, but I think it had to do with the fact that I'm really tired. It poured rain last night. I checked the forecast before I came here, so I knew that it was gonna rain, and around this time of the year it is rainy season, so do bear that in mind. It's late, starts late May. Here's what we're doing today. We are going to go to Madre Cafe, and then we're gonna do some walking. Today is all about Chapultepec Park and the museum. I checked the National Museum of Anthropology is closed on Sundays and Mondays. So if I want to go there, and I do, Tuesday is the day I have to go because I leave on Wednesday. I leave Mexico City on Wednesday for the next leg of the trip. So if you guys want to know where I'm going to next, you need to subscribe to the channel so you can see when the next vlog comes out for that part of the trip. I scouted out some telephone, like cell phone stores on the way to the park. So my plan is to stop in one of them because out of all the places that would have that little thing to pop open this part, it would be a cell phone shop. We'll continue making our way to Chapultepec. Last night I was reading that the Chapultepec Castle is free to enter for visitors and like residents of Mexico on Sundays. So pro tip, if you're coming to Mexico City and you want to see that and you want to save some coins, check it out on Sunday. The only thing is, it's they have a cutoff point due to COVID. The first, what is it, 10,000? That's what the post I read said. The first 10,000 patrons to enter throughout the day, that's it. Once they hit that 10,000 number, they close it. I'm just taking every day, one day at a time. Like, this trip is very different from all the other solo trips I've taken. I've usually planned out everything prior to, and with this one I did it. The only thing I knew in advance, really, aside, like, obviously I researched all the different places I wanted to go to, and like when they were closed, when they were open and stuff like that, but the only thing I really pre-booked was my accommodations. That's it. And I'm good just getting up and seeing what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it, especially because this is my first trip outside the country since February 2020. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to do everything or whatever. I get up and what I want to do, I want to do, and that's it. Alright, we're all set to go. Today I'm doing this look right here, really simple and comfortable because we're doing lots of walking, but still chic. The top is from Shein. It says "Be Kind." Jeans jacket is also from Shein. The jeans are from American Eagle. And the shoes are from Skechers. Glasses are William Painter. And yeah, we're just doing fresh face, no makeup, and hair down, but I do have a little elastic band to bring just in case. All right, let's go eat. Okay, so there's a wait. They said it could be 30 to 45 minutes. It's a big place, so I'm hoping I get through really quickly. And I'm hungry. Breakfast was great. Yeah, I just sat there afterwards. I was just reading my book and relaxing. It was awesome. I can't even tell you how great the first like full day in Mexico City has been so far. I feel safe. I don't feel, everyone's super sweet and really polite. This hotel. One of the cons though, if you're a person who needs quiet, this is probably not the place for you, even though they give you earplugs to use, but it's right in the heart of like Norte. So things are going on all day, there's always traffic, there's a hospital right across the street, like an urgent care. I haven't heard any ambulances or anything like that, but it's open 24/7, so this street there's always something going on the street, and as you can hear downstairs, or across over here, there's a concert going on. There's all these girls out on the sidewalk, and they're over there too. Yep. Here it is. Something's going on. Mexico City. But I'm at the Angel of Independence. You can see her. We're right up there. What I will say is, crossing the street to get here is interesting. Because at first I was standing there trying to figure it out, which direction the cars were coming from, so that when they stopped I could obviously run across, because that's the only way. There's no pedestrian crossing or anything to get to this Independence Monument. It seems like it's like on an island on its own. So as I'm standing there trying to figure it out, I realized that on the other side behind me, you can actually, like this roundabout, you could go, you don't only go one way around it. You could, some of the cars can actually go this way and some of the cars can go this way on that side. This other side here though, you can only come from this side and go there, and then you can come from this side and go down that way. But the good news is that there is like a 5-second lag between the time that the car is coming this way and the car is going that way goes, so between the red light. So that's your chance. And when in doubt, wait. When in doubt, follow the locals, because it's pretty easy, but it's really nice up here once you get up here. It is now 6:12. I went to the telesales place and the guy confirmed that it was already activated once I put the SIM card in. So far, I tried calling my mom and I called my niece. When I called them direct, they could hear me. My mom said she could hear me, but I couldn't hear them. But when I called my mom again through WhatsApp, I heard her. So I don't know if it was just the area I was in. So I'm gonna try again when I go to the hotel to call my niece, because I didn't actually get through to her. But yeah, phone's all set up, good to go.
It's really good. And the sauces are amazing. You haven't tried the sauce yet.
I tried this one. I like this one so far.
Yeah. It's really good. You know, 2 days ago I was working. I'm still like, I brought my laptop because I'm working from here.
Yeah.
So I was on lunch break. I went downstairs where I'm staying. It was a restaurant. I picked tacos.
So I couldn't find the candies anywhere when I went out today, but I had bumped into one of the workers that helped me check in early yesterday. I told him how much I love these and I'm trying to find some to take home. He told me to keep looking in like supermarkets and stuff, so I just check anytime. but I couldn't find it. And when I came back to my room, he put a whole bunch more in here for me. Oh, it's very sweet. Very sweet. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Okay, so last night I did a last minute booking. I booked 2 things last minute, a tour for today and a tour for my last full day here tomorrow. So you'll find out about that later in the vlog. But today we are going to Teotihuacan, which is the pyramids, and the Basilica De Guadalupe, which I believe is a big church. Yeah. Anyway, it's currently 8:34. The pickup spot, I was so fortunate, is literally down the street. Like, it's a 6-minute walk. It's not even 6 minutes. Like, it's, yeah. They're picking me up at 8:50, or the tour bus stops at that spot to pick up people at 8:50. So my plan is to leave here in 6 minutes and just walk over there. That'll be 8:40, and I should be there in like 5 minutes. And yeah, and then we're off to the tour, so you're gonna see all that today. I wanted to show you my little outfit of the day. Again, William Painter glasses. This shirt is from H&M. This bodysuit shorts thing is from Aritzia. And then the same Skechers, except with some white socks today. And I didn't show you guys my bag, but this backpack, amazing. It's an anti-theft backpack, so it opens from the back. It fits so much and still stays really small, and it's been my just like travel bag outside of what I bring, like my carry-on suitcase. So it fits everything. I feel secure with it, and yeah, so this is it for today. Let's go.
Y el estado de Hidalgo es la pequeña Inglaterra de México, porque la arquitectura y la From this plant, lady, we obtain paper, we obtain soap, we wash clothes in the ancient times, fibers, and the point that was used to needle and the thread for sewing. Cuarzo rosa, pink quartz.
So the real stuff sticks, the real silver, and the fake stuff. Life?
Life and death.
Death. Okay.
The duality mask. Como coyol, como chupa.
Sabe feo, sabe rico.
Sabe.
Como chile con sal y agua.
We've just entered the site of Teotihuacan. Pyramids are that way.
Ellos sabían bastante, ¿saben por qué? Hay una cosa que la gente actual ya no hace, pero la gente antigua sí lo hacía bastante. Ver el cielo. Lo que más frecuentemente se practicaba ya arriba. ¿Dónde nos paramos? Bueno, el sacrificio más no se puede dar.
This is the palace.
centro histórico, ¿ya te has subido?
Thank God for this hat. It does complete my archaeology outfit. We have some free time. I have about 15 minutes. I already checked out the Pyramid of the Moon, which is over there. My guide said it took 1,000 years to build that. It was the oh gosh, I forgot what he said. He might have said it was the first and last thing they built, but it took the longest. And now we're heading, I'm gonna walk down through this like trail, the pathway. Hola, gracias. It is really nice here. Lots of history. So the tour that I'm on, it's Spanish and English speaking, but most of the people on the tour are from different Spanish speaking countries, so I was the only person who speaks English. But he did a really great job. He would like do the first part of the tour with them, speak Spanish, and then give me the rundown afterwards. So it's almost like I got a little bit of a private tour. It would have been probably better if more of the people spoke English in my group, because then he probably could have explained more things. I feel like he probably went into little anecdotes and things with the Spanish speaking group simply because there were more of them, they had more questions and all that stuff, but it was still really great. This is my group here. Ooh, there's my group. But I already, yes.
Only not TikTok.
No worries. He was saying that these areas here are where like they could have been smaller temples for like the lesser gods, but then they also could have been where like all the people that wanted to see like the sacrifices and the gods and everybody would come, because this pathway is where like all the royalty and head people of Teotihuacan would walk through. So I feel like all the like, you know, outsiders and peasants and people like that that weren't necessarily allowed in here, they could still take part in the festivities, but they just couldn't come inside. It's a massive place though.
They are called chalchihuitle. Chalchihuitle are the eyes from Tlaloc, the blood of the water, because it represents the lake or the river that passed through this city. That was the San Juan River, or the river of San Juan. That chalchihuitle, we also have it in this kind.
If you decide to come here on your own, it might be a little tricky. I know on, I think it's Airbnb, Expedia, sites like that where they do tours, you can get like an audio tour and then you can walk around on your own and listen to it and see everything, because like they don't have a lot of these plaques around here, and the ones that they do have, fortunately they are in English and in Spanish, but as you can tell they're not really well kept, and some of the plaques are completely blank, so all the words and everything have completely come off of them, so you wouldn't be able to know on your own what all this is. Either that or get a private guide, but it's definitely more expensive. You can find a tour group that does Spanish as well as English speaking tours like I did. That's an option. But you guys know everything I did in this trip, everywhere I went, everywhere I ate, it'll be down in the description box below for you guys to see it, with links.
Esta basílica fue diseñada para...
This was the old Basilica Church. It's not in use anymore because of the way they built it. It actually leans. If you can tell right there, see how that's leaning? The whole church is leaning. So they don't actually use it for like services, and people can't go inside. They can go to the door. But this is why they made the modern basilica. So we're heading out. I don't think we were planning on staying here long anyways, so it was alright. Back to the bus we go.
No, en esta no se hunde. Aquí es una isla pequeña.
Pero la iglesia es parte de...
No, a ver, bueno, platicaba. Bueno, rápidamente, porque si no...
Well, I am back. I'm so tired. It is 5:52 p.m. We left here at 8:40 a.m. So we had a full day. I don't know if any of you are like me, but my bed, like, I just literally want to jump on it and just lie down and not move, but I can't. Like, when I've been out, one, I cannot sit on my bed or my couch in my like outside clothes. And if I'm like hot and sweaty and things, even if I'm not hot and sweaty, but just because I've been out and I wore shorts and everything and it was so dusty and all that, I don't feel comfortable like even sitting on my bed. So the only way I'm gonna get to relax is if I hop into the shower, wash the whole day off of me, and then I can relax. The day was great though. I got this great hat, which I wanted to get a hat in Mexico, and I also got some of the obsidian. I'm not going to open it, but it's the obsidian massage tools that they use when we're at the obsidian place. I thought it'd be great for work and business expense. I can write those off. Well, granted, I can write off this whole trip, but the point is I can write these off because myself and Susan can use them in treatments. The food I had, unfortunately, because it is a specialty, it took a while for them to make it, but no complaints here. It was great, and look at all of this food that I have left over. I ate enough of this to feel full for lunch, and now my plan is to have that later on for dinner, like maybe in another 2 hours or something like that. So yeah, I paid 450 pesos for this, and it's gonna be 2 meals, so that's cool for me. Do you see this? This is, I think I finally may have gotten some sun, I think. Is that tan line? Maybe? I'll catch up with you guys afterwards, kind of give you the highlights of today, as well as any tips I have for today, because as great as it was, there were a few things that I think people should be aware of. What I would say is everyone's style in terms of what they like when they go on tours is different. So I always recommend people look at the reviews and don't just read the good reviews. I actually want you to avoid the good reviews and read the negative reviews over the last, like, you know, more recent, like maybe the last few months, maybe within the last year. What you want to look for is if there's a consistent bad review, like people are saying the same thing, right? Or they're mentioning like there's a particular thing that the people on the tour do, or like, for example, maybe people feel like the tour is rushed, or maybe they feel like the tour had too many tourist traps or they spent too much time there. So I mentioned that because when I looked at the reviews for not this particular one, but before, when I was doing my research to come to Mexico City, part of the reason why I didn't book anything in advance is because I kept seeing so many consistent reviews about this whole tourist trap thing. Now I get it, everybody's got to make their money, I get that. So I don't mind them bringing us to like an area where there's obviously vendors and things like that. But from what it sounded like with people who were leaving the negative reviews, is that it was the first stop that they went to, and they spent like an hour there, and people were just like shopping, and if you weren't interested in shopping, you had to basically wait until the people that were interested in shopping were done. Last night when I was looking everything up, I found great reviews on this tour. People did mention the tourist trap, but it didn't seem as bad as like this other site called, it's called Viator, and stuff that I saw on Expedia, Airbnb Experience, stuff like that. So what I will say about this tour is we did stop at a place, it was the very first stop, where there is like, oh gosh, it's the same place where we actually had lunch today. So when you drive in, they have like a shop, and then there are all these other little shops, but they're not actual shops where you buy things. They're the shops where they make the things that are inside of the shop. And then upstairs is the restaurant, and there's washrooms and all that stuff. But the reason why I would recommend this one, and I didn't mind this tourist trap, is because when they brought us in, they didn't just bring us straight into this store and say, oh, buy stuff and da-da-da. They walked us through the process of like the difference between tequila, mezcal, this other thing called pulque. They told us the history of the plant that it comes from. That's where you saw me writing my name on the thing, and it showed us how they use it for paper, they use it to make like detergent, shampoo, they use the point to sew stuff. They use it like a needle and thread kind of thing. So they gave you history, they gave you context, and then they moved you over to the next spot, which is where they create they break down like the obsidian, like the big chunks of it, into these different, like the massage tool, the bracelet, the ring, the necklace, all these different things. They showed us that. You saw that. We went into the workshop so they could show us the difference between the fake silver and the real silver. Yeah, so they showed you all of that, and then you could go into the store, and if you wanted to purchase something, you could purchase something. So I feel like that kind of tourist trap I don't mind, because you get to learn some history about obsidian, about how the Teotihuacan people use things, use the resources in their area, how they make things, all that stuff. You learn some of the history before you go over to the pyramids, and I thought that was a beautiful thing. If you don't want to buy anything, you don't have to buy anything, but the vast majority of the time that we were there, it was probably an hour, it wasn't shopping. It was mostly them showing us the history, giving us a chance to just learn. And then there was time left over at the end to take more pictures, use the restroom, and buy anything. That part of the tour, great. And then once we went over to Teotihuacan, to me, out of the whole entire day, that was my favorite part. And I'll be honest, although the Basilica was a part of the tour, I really wasn't interested in seeing the Basilica that much. Although I learned that it is the second like most important basilica in the world, only second to the Vatican. So yeah, I thought that was a huge deal, and I thought it was beautiful to see. Unfortunately, because of the rain, but also because it wasn't the main part of the tour. It's a huge place. I thought that it was just a church, but this is like a compound, and it's huge, and there was an area where you could go upstairs and go up to more areas, but he already told us in the bus that wasn't a part of the tour. So from what it looks like, it's free to enter, because we didn't go through any kind of like ticket ticketing area or anything like that. Everybody was just kind of walking in and out. So that's something you could probably do for free. Probably don't need the guide for that, and you can take as much time as you want and walk around and all that. The last place we went to, it was the ancient city, and I think the reason why we didn't get a chance to really see it, like go down there, is because we got there pretty late. Because if I'm not mistaken, our tour was supposed to end, we were supposed to be back here at 4:30. We didn't get back here till 6. So I don't know, maybe that place closed. So he gave us a chance to just come out of the van and actually see it from the outside. And you're able to see it, you saw in the clips that I put, which is totally fine. But I guess that's something that you could look into, like actually like checking out what time they're open and then going. If I find that information, I'll link it down below and all that stuff. But all in all, Carlos was great. I commend him because I was the only English speaking person in our tour group, and everyone else spoke Spanish. They were from different Spanish speaking countries, but he took the time to make sure that when he explained everything, he pulled me aside and spoke to me in English so I could understand. I loved the trip. I thought it was very worth what I paid for, considering that they picked me up, they dropped me off. Great time. The food that I had, great. I'm gonna have that for dinner later, like I said. Yeah, everyone on the tour was really sweet and I liked it. Tomorrow is our last full day in Mexico City. It's been awesome. And we are going to Xochimilco. We're going to Coyoacan and the Frida Kahlo Museum. Remember, if you have any questions about anything, please comment them below. I'll do my best to answer them. In terms of any place that I ate at, any like my accommodations, any tour that I took, anything I did on this in this vlog, everything will be linked down below. All the information will be down there so you guys will know. Anytime I travel moving forward, my plan is to always have my itinerary in the description box. So if you guys liked what I did, or a few things that I did, when you're going to plan your trip, it'll be so much easier, because I really want to encourage more people to travel to these places, and also not to be afraid to travel alone. Good night, guys, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, and I'm quickly showing you what I'm wearing because I'm gonna call an Uber and head out to the next tour today. So today's outfit is these thingies. I don't know what they're called. I got them from H&M. This white button-down shirt is from Zara. These jeans are from Fit Jeans. Shoes are Converses. Again, glasses, William Painter. This little fashion jewelers from some long time ago place. And again, the bag from Amazon. Wearing my hair down, and yeah, fresh face, good to go. See you guys there.
You are Eagle Warrior.
There's Leo.
Yeah.
Young Leo.
Our boy Leo.
And what is it? Corazon del Mar.
Corazon del Mar.
Okay. I remember last night when I was mentioning that some of these tours, they stop at these like tourist trap type places. This is probably what a lot of those tours were talking about. This one in particular, this silver shop. Although I thought it was cute, the little Frida Kahlo design that I got. and I was looking for a keychain because I usually like to get a keychain as a souvenir, but I didn't see anything that I like really loved.
Now we're heading to the very south of Mexico City. Alright? How did you like the silver shop?
Oh, nice.
How did you like Don Rafael? He's very nice. He's very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he give you some souvenirs?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is St. John the Baptist Church, one of the most ancient churches in Mexico. Now remember that back then, they didn't have the concept of cemeteries as we do nowadays. So what happens if a person died? They would bury those people the closest to God. Remember that the patio that you have before entering the main entrance of the church is called atrium, the atrium. Okay, so this is where they buried people. Pretty much where we're walking on. Okay, this is where they buried.
Gracias. Okay. Got a vanilla one. This is the most important university Mexico has, not only in the city but in the country. Okay, and it happens to be that the main campus is here in Mexico City. Okay, so you're very lucky to see it and to appreciate it. What you're looking at, this is the Olympic Stadium. Okay, and this is because Mexico was host of the Olympic Games back in 1968. It has a capacity for 68,000 people, and it is also home of one of the 3 official football teams in Mexico City. Okay? This is home of Pumas de la UNAM. Alqueta Basilios, the first woman in holding the Olympic torch. Okay? And there you can see the moment when she did it. A 10-story building, and it has over 1 million books. Okay? It has books, theses, and all of the necessary supplies, okay, for students to come here, do their homework. Zipi, ¿sabes qué? Me voy a ir del otro lado porque ahí está la cubeta, ¿verdad? Déjame.
Dígame yo.
No, yo voy ahí, yo les
I'm just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna eat it.
Okay, Okay, everybody, also remember we have the bottles.
My attempt to just at least see Chapultepec, like the park, failed miserably. Now, if you guys remember, Sunday was supposed to be the day that we did that, and just because of all the running around, I didn't get there in time. The tour today was fantastic. It was supposed to come back a little bit earlier, so I thought I'd be able to check it out. But since we got off, it was still light out. I was like, you know, it's still early. It was only 10 minutes to 6. I didn't know that the park closed at a certain time though. However, I'm all smiles because even though that part of the day kind of got soured, I was like, okay, whatever, I tried. It is what it is. Mexico City is such an enormous city. You cannot do everything, even in a week. Shoot, I feel like even if you were here for 2 full weeks, if I stayed here the entire 12 days, I don't even think I'd be able to do everything I want to do. So it is what it is. But I had gotten a message on WhatsApp from the hotel saying that they left a gift for me in my room. And I had a feeling. Remember, I told you guys I was searching all over the place for those little candies and I could not find them in any of the stores. I told the concierge guy that checked me in early. He literally was like, he took such good care of me. Got me extra water, extra toilet, anything I needed. He was just like, yep. And I told him I really like those candies. So the next day he put a bunch more in my basket and I totally appreciated that. I was like, okay, this is perfect. If I can't get any more, I at least have those extra like 10 that he gave me. So I come back to the room and what's here? A whole freaking bag, guys. He told me that this comes in a bag of like 200 of these little candies. And this man went out and he found it for me and he brought it, or I don't know, maybe he got it from the back. I don't know. But he got it for me because I told him how much I love them and I'd love to take some home. And I couldn't find them anywhere. And he went out and he got them. And they also left me a couple of bottles of Perrier water, which I don't drink, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm smiling not just because I got the candies. I'm also laughing because I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit it in one of my bags so I can get home. Oh, but trust, we're bringing it home. And this is just how I look at life. So if you don't look at it this way, it's totally fine. I'm not stepping on anybody's opinion of how they should live their life. Do what you feel comfortable doing. I would never tell anyone to come to Mexico City on their own if they really don't feel comfortable, because it's in those cases when you're more likely something will happen, even if it's not something terrible, but just little things that could make the trip extra stressful for you. I just live from the mindset of death is inevitable, okay? I would prefer to die a painless, nicer death. I have like a few ways that I really don't want to die, but yeah, I'm not gonna harp on that. However, life, whether you believe you have one life to live, whether you believe in reincarnation, whether you believe in whatever you believe in, the point is you're here and you're supposed to, I believe I'm supposed to make a mark. I'm supposed to inspire others. I'm not supposed to leave this place the way I came into it. I'm supposed to touch others spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in ways that make their life easier or more inspiring, or giving them courage or whatever to live their lives and to do the things they want to do and pursue the things they want to pursue. I'm also supposed to enjoy this life. Traveling is something to me that I love to do, and I want to continue to do it as long as I can. I love to eat. I love to learn the history of a place. I love seeing architecture. I love going to all these places. I love walking around, just seeing. Even now, I walked all the way to the park and I couldn't get to see the park, but it wasn't just about going to the park. I had the chance to walk another part of Mexico City that I didn't get a chance to walk. So all in all, it was a beautiful experience for me, and the last 3.5 days have been amazing. I'm telling you, like, every single person, yes, I get tons of stares. I don't expect anything different, because first of all, okay, when you don't look like the majority of the people in a country, yes, people are going to stare, especially if they're not used to seeing a lot of people that look like you. I probably, in the last 3.5 days that I've been here, have seen maybe 5 black people. Maybe 5. And one, I wasn't really too sure because she moved off really quickly. 5 at the most. And those 5 people that I saw were in the first day and a half. I haven't seen any since. Okay, so that's the first thing. So you're gonna get that. Second thing, come on people. I'm a Nubian goddess. I'm a black queen. Of course I'm gonna get noticed. I'm joking, but at the same time, I'm dead serious, and all my black queens know what I'm talking about. And on top of that, I'm by myself. Of course I'm gonna get noticed. I'm by myself. I'm clearly a tourist, right? So yes, I got lots of attention, and that's why there's little things that I do, and I'm gonna make a whole other video on the tips that I give for solo travel. Look out for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you need to do that so that you know when I put that video up. It's the little things that just made this trip so much more enjoyable. Not one time that I've been in this city I haven't felt unsafe, and this is all throughout the day. Granted, I don't really do any nighttime stuff. I haven't done anything nighttime. I've gotten in by 8 o'clock every night since I've been here, and that's just my preference. Everybody wants to take care of you even more because they realize that you're traveling by yourself. It's just like, shoot, you want to spoil me? Go right ahead. So coming back to the room and seeing this, but the fact that he remembered that I really said I enjoyed them and I wanted to get some to bring them home, and he went out of his way to get it for me, like, I appreciate that. My flight leaves at 1:15 p.m. so I want to get to the airport by like 11. And yeah, guys, if you want to see where I go next, we're still in Mexico, guys. Remember, we're still in Mexico. So make sure you like, comment down below what was your favorite part of this part 1 vlog of my Mexico trip. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can watch part 2